Hello, so for today's video is going to be my 2018 favourites. So this is everything that I've loved throughout 2018. It's just makeup. I might do a separate video for like skincare, body care, hair care, because I do have quite a few bits that I've loved and I sort of want to include as well. I'm doing this with a nude face because I have like a tiny sty, which I believe is a sty on my eye, and I don't really want to put makeup on it to irritate anymore. So that's why we're bare skin. If we're gonna be relaxed in this video, then we've got to go all out with the clothes. Hence this nice woolly jacket. I should do this in a dressing gown, shouldn't I? But then I don't want to get out of this because it's nice and warm. Anyway, let's start. So we're going to do from like category to category. So brows is first. Brows pretty much hasn't changed from last year. It's the same product. So we have the Benefit Browvo Conditioning Primer. I love this. I think it's brilliant. Basically, you peel it off, you twist it up, and then a bunch of product comes out, and you brush it through the brows, and it almost like gives this sticky, it's not even sticky, it's almost crunchy kind of texture, and I find it so easy to just go in with any brow product and it'll be really fast, really easy, sort of. I don't know if it's because there's some sort of tackiness to it that it's just product seems to glide better as well, and it's meant to be like, I think if you use it all the time, which I do use, well, I use it like every time I do my brows. I don't use it like every day. It's meant to help the eyebrows grow as well, which I can't really say if they have grown. Like I do get a lot of hair and stuff, but obviously then I wax it. So I might be like, oh yeah, my brows are so much thicker than before because they pretty much look the same. The next product is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So this is in the shade Taupe. I don't really use this all the time. The one I've been using is the Benefit one, only because I don't like the Benefit one, and I just use it because I want to get rid of it, whereas I'd rather keep this and use this for special occasions rather than being like, oh, I'm out of my Anastasia one, great, I'm going to have to use my Benefit one. So I always go back to this one. I think it's great, it glides well, it's beautiful. I've only used it twice, but the Anastasia Dip Brow is really nice, but I find like it takes me forever to do my brows with that product because you have to be so precise with it and you don't want like these big thick eyebrows. So I've been enjoying it, but I can't say it's favourite because I've literally used it twice. And then the last product for brow is the Benefit Gimme Brow. So this is in the shade 1. Yeah, so I go a shade lighter. So in the brow pencil I'm 2, but in this I'm 1 because I mainly take it through the front of the brows. I love the Gimme Brow. It wasn't in my favourites last year because they stopped selling it for a little while and they brought it back. Love it, can't live without it. I think it's the best thing ever. Right, eyeshadow base. So I have the Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Anti-Aging. I've used this for probably from the start of the year. I think I started it in like February I started to use it. And I love it, but certain products, like certain eyeshadow palettes, don't want to work with this. Like I had huge problems with the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, which you'll see in an upcoming video, hopefully. This goes up, it should be the next week, it should be either Wednesday or Sunday, and I'm having issues with it. So I'm like, well, is it the eyeshadow base, is the eyeshadow palette? But then when I use this with other eyeshadow palettes, I don't have that issue. So I love it, I really do. I think it's such a good eyeshadow base. But now I'm going back to the NARS one that I loved, which is the smudge proof eyeshadow primer base. I'm not really bothered that it's not tinted, but I think they do tinted ones now anyway. So like if you're like, oh, it must be tinted, then they now do it, and it's a really good eyeshadow base. But I feel like if you have quite oily eyelids, that maybe this one ain't the best to use, because if I use the other one or a different eyeshadow base with the Pat McGrath and the Jaclyn Hill palette, like the new ones, like the Vault, I have no issues. But as soon as I put this on, it's like, it's almost like the oil mixes, and do you know like when oil mixes with water and it sort of separates? That's what it looks like on my lids. It's so strange. So I do love this, but now I'm starting to question if I'd love it. But with other palettes it looks so good. I don't know, but it's good. It's up to you. Oily eyelids, I don't know. So I have a few little glitters here. So these are from a company called Glitter by Chelsea and Abby. So we have this gorgeous shade here. It's like a shift colour. So it's like wine and green. It's so beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. A little blue shade, they have a neon shade and a pink shade. I have a bunch of these. Like I literally have like 20 of them, and I've got more coming. They have such beautiful shades. They're so cheap. The customer service is so nice. They're so lovely. I remember I ordered some stuff and they were like, oh, we're like really sorry, like it's out of stock, but it'll be back soon. And then And I was like, oh, it's fine, like, don't worry about it, like, I can wait, there's no point sending all the products out and then sending one little glitter out, like, I'll just wait for it to arrive. I'm like, oh, we're so sorry about that. And then they were like, message me to keep me updated with it all, and then they were like, oh, I'll be with you in like literally a day, and it was within the next day, it was with me. So I really love this company. I really love the glitters that they do. They're so beautiful, so amazing. I love them. And because I talked about glitter, then I have to give a shout out to the NYX Glitter Primer. So basically this is just a nice sticky base to apply glitter onto. So say you have a glued glitter like this, then you just tap this on, pack this on, you're good to go. So I have to give a shout out to this because obviously I've been loving the glitters, and this just applies the glitter so well. Like, it's such a good base. I think, is it £7 or £8, maybe £9, something like that. So really affordable. I love NYX. Good glitter primer. So I've also been loving the Tarte chrome paints. These are beautiful, like so beautiful. I have 3 shades, but the shade I've used the most is, I think this is Fire Dancer and Top Yacht. I have another one, I think it's, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like this coppery colour, and I want more. But Tarte have now done a thing, because you used to be able to get like really good shipping and not get hit with duties and taxes, but now like all of a sudden you do. And it's really upsetting me because it's like, well, I can't buy Tarte as easy as that, because what's the point of paying like £20 for an eyeshadow palette and then I've got to pay £20 on top of the shipping and duty taxes? To me, it's just pointless. So it does upset me, but hopefully they sort that out soon. These are actually so gorgeous. This one did arrive broken to me. I sort of just mushed it back together and it is gone back together really nice. They're beautiful, they're pigmented, they last all day, all night, without a doubt. Absolutely beautiful. I love these so much. Eyeshadow palettes. So I've only recently got this, but this is the Dose of Colours Desi and Katy Friendcation palette. This palette is honestly so beautiful. So these are the shades that you get in here. So you get a nice sort of arrangement. You get like your basics, and then you get a few little colours like sort of plopped in there. It is beautiful. Like, these glitters hold up to the Pat McGrath glitters. Like, that's how beautiful they are, and this is like half the price. So beautiful, so stunning. I love this palette. It's like, if I ever want to go to a look, I'll always pick this up, because I just feel like you can get it so easy and be so glamorous with all the little sparkly bits in it. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love this. I've really nailed it on the head with this. And I've never tried Dose of Colours before until like a few months back. I'll leave like the little eye of me testing it out. And I literally picked up another 2 palettes, and it's like they're little matte ones. And I tried a mauve, whatever it is, one the other day, and oh, it's just beautiful. So Dose of Colours, but I can't really mention that in my favourites because I've literally used it once. But Dose of Colours, like, eyeshadows are so beautiful, easy to blend, pigmented, everything, and they're talc free, paraben free, and gluten free, which is also really nice. The next palette is the Limecone Venus XL palette. I love this palette. It is so beautiful. I just love the colours in it. I love the colour scheme. I can get it open. It's just like a nice array of pinks. I think it's so beautiful. The thing is, I'm not big on pink, which I can't really say much because I have pink background. But I don't know what it is. Like, I'm always so attracted to pink. When I look at pink, I'm like, ooh. I love pink. I think I like pink on the eyes, especially like the nudie pinks. I love the nudie pinks as well. So I'm always like, I don't like pink, but I always go back to pink for eyeshadows. Pink and reds are just like my go-tos. But yeah, this is such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. You've got a nice match, you've got nice shimmers. Really beautiful. It is a little bit pricey. I think this was like 40 something pound from Cult Beauty. But honestly, to me, it's worth it. It's such a good palette. The next product is from ColourPop. So this is Golden State of Mind. So this is a shadow palette. So this is all metallics, but honestly, ColourPop metallics are just something so magical, so beautiful. Oh, I love this palette. I think you can still get this. I hope you can. But the thing is, I bought like a bunch of stuff because I was like, oh, when I do ColourPop, I usually go and buy a bunch and then I'll pay the shipping and the taxes and things like that, rather than going, oh yeah, I'll buy a £5 foundation and get hit with like a £15 bill. I think, no, I'd just rather just spend 100 and get hit with a £15 bill. So I got this free when I bought it, and honestly, I'm so grateful that they gave this to me because this is such a beautiful palette. So say you have an all matte palette that you love and you're like, but I want to go into the sort of glitter side or shimmer side, and you don't really know what to get. And you're like, not the biggest fan, not want to spend too much. Honestly, get this, like, it's so beautiful. Like, it just has all the colours that you need. They're beautiful, they're pigmented. Love, love, love this palette. So for eyeliner, I do love the Kat Von D, what's it called? Eyeliner Trooper. Tattoo eyeliner in Trooper, there we go. But I'm trying to step away from Kat Von D at the minute, just because I don't really know. She's been acting up, and I don't know if I really want to support her anymore. But it's a good eyeliner. But I was reading dupes, and NYX is meant to be a good one for like £9. And my cousin gifted me like a Steeler one that looks really similar, and I put it on the back of my hand, and it looked like it lasted me like all night. I wasn't doing anything or anything, it was just Christmas, and I was just like, yes, swatch. So I'm gonna give that a go and see how that works. But I haven't mentioned that because I'm like not too sure. But this one is from Model Co. So this is the Eye Definer Crayon. So this is just in black. So basically it's just like a pencil. And I love how like thin tip this is, because you can get right up into the waterline. It doesn't do none of that thing where it like drops down and you've got black all under here after and stuff. So yeah, I'd definitely say it's waterproof. I don't actually know if it's waterproof. It doesn't say on here if it is, but to me I've had no issues with it. And I always have issues with like mascara smudging and stuff. Like I literally have one mascara because everything's just like crumbles and smudges on me. But this is super, super good. Obviously, when you first get it, it's like really pointed. But now it's not so pointed. It's sort of like more of a round shape. But it's still nice and thin to really get in there. Beautiful. I absolutely love this. So like I said, I have one mascara. And it's still the mascara from last year. Oh, I should probably throw this away. This is like a year old. That's disgusting, isn't it? So this is the L'Oreal Double Extension Waterproof Mascara in black. So you get a little primer side and then you get the mascara. Primer side I'm not too bothered about. I put a little bit on. But if you go quite heavy handed, it can be quite hard to cover up with the black. So be aware of that. I love waterproof mascaras because I have straight eyelashes. So when I put mascara on, nothing holds the curl. So this is why I always go back to waterproof. I loved the Maybelline one for ages, but I realised that the formula was just too thick. Whereas this is just right. Like with the Maybelline one, I was constantly wiping it off, trying to get rid of some of the product because it was too much. But this is really good. But also, if you're not into waterproof or you don't like L'Oreal, the Nip and Fab mascara is really good. It's not waterproof, so it doesn't harm my eyelashes as well. But if I'm putting eyelashes on, it doesn't bother me. That's really good. Doesn't smudge, doesn't do none of that. So, yeah, L'Oreal. Good mascara. So we have the eyelash glue. So obviously I have to give a shout out to eyelash glue because I've been wearing eyelashes. So this is the Eylure Lashfix Strip Lash Adhesive. Obviously I've used quite a chunk of this. I don't think they sell this anymore. I've had this for quite a while, which it's probably, like it's actually, some of the stuff's worn off. I should probably get a new one. I don't know if they still sell it or not. And I'm gutted if they don't because it's such a good eyelash glue. The eyelash glue that you get when you get Eylure lashes is not the same thing. This is completely different. So I'm wondering if they've got something like this that's similar, but it's the eyelash glue that you get in the little kit that you get with the eyelashes. And if it is, I'm going to be gutted because it doesn't harm my eyelashes. I don't like the Duo Lash Glue. I think that was rubbish. I remember I put it on one time. My eyelashes were literally just ping and like went away. I was just like, oh, okay, right, that glue's out the window. I think I tried one from Unicorn Beauty. That was awful. And it smells so bad as well. So I really hope they still sell this one. So for eyelashes, I put them in this little case. So this is by xoxo. I did pick this up from Primark, but you can probably pick this up from other lash companies. But it's just, what? I'll get this open. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. So obviously you can stick 3 eyelashes in here. So these are all the same. So these are the Ardell Wispies. And I love these. They're so easy to apply. You just pop them on. You've got a little bit of lash, a little bit of glamour. Nothing too much to the point where you're like, oh, that's a lot of lash. And I've got like hooded lids as well. So if you're looking for something that sort of just like gives you a good lash but doesn't hide the fact that you've worked like hours on this eyeshadow and now you're going to cover it with lashes. They're really good. The Ardell Demi Wispies are also really, really good. But yeah, I love these. I think they're fantastic. So another pair of lashes I've been loving are the Spectrum X Mean Girl collection. So these are in the style Karen Smith. So they do have Regina George and Gretchen Wiener ones as well. But these are my favourite. I just love the way they sort of go a bit shorter and then they flare out a little bit longer. That's the sort of style I've been into lately. I just feel like it suits my eye shape really well. I did pull the band off of this the other day, like literally pulled like a back string off, and I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to do that, but they seem to be holding up quite well. But I've worn them a few times, and obviously lashes only last a couple of times before you've got to fry them and stuff. But I love them, I think they're absolutely cute, and I just really love Spectrum. I think they're such a good brand. So these are from the brand Luxo lashes. So these are the style Miami. So what I love about these are you get that 3D lash effect that you get from other lashes, and like just a cheaper price. So these were £14, but I did get them when they were half price, so it was £7. And I think they're so beautiful. Yet again, it has that same effect where, oh, I need to glue these back in, where they're shorter at the front and then they flare out a lot. Yeah, I think they're super beautiful. Why can't I stop playing with this lash? I need to put it back in its box. Yeah, I just think they're super beautiful, super affordable, love them. So the last pair of lashes I have are from Lilly Lash. So these are in the style Mykonos, I think that's how you pronounce it. And these are so beautiful. They're so extra. So if you do have hooded lids, guarantee you won't see most of your eyeshadow, but I think they're so beautiful. I love these lashes. They are so extra, so stunning. To me, they're worth the money. Like, I've never seen lashes that look this nice, especially 3D effect. I think they're so beautiful. She really nailed it on the head with this one. Love these. I think they're absolutely beautiful lashes. So moving on to skin. So one of my primers is the e.l.f. Prep and Blur stick. So basically you just twist it off and it's a stick that blurs. So I don't have like loads of pores. I've got like a few little ones on my nose. So if I'm like really being extra and I really don't want them to show, then I'll go over with this, dab it out a little bit, and then put on foundation, and it looks so good. Yeah, I just really like this. But obviously I don't know what it's like for people that have quite large pores or have large pores around like this part of the face. But for me it works well. I think it's great. It's super affordable. Yeah, I really love this. The next product is from Nip and Fab. So this is the Rose Gold Essence. So basically it is a primer that has gold flakes through it. The only thing I don't really like about this is the what's this? The dropper. It's a bit hard to work with, but yeah, this is super affordable. I wanted to try something like this, a different brand that's very expensive compared to this, because everyone's like, yeah, it's the best skin primer ever, and this is so good, and it leaves a really nice like sticky sort of base. I think this is super beautiful. I absolutely love this. Looks good with all foundation. Like, I've never had an issue with it. My favourite foundation is still the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. It was the same last year, it's the same this year. This thing is beautiful. I cannot find another foundation that makes my skin look this flawless. It is beautiful, out of this world, stunning. Love this foundation. Love. So the next products, I love to mix these. So this is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. So this is the shade Porcelain. I think this is now known as Natural, I'm not too sure. And then the Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in the 100. So this is just a tinsy bit dark for me, so I mix it with this to line it up. But the dewiness of this and the matte of this makes this that beautiful combination. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love these two together. I love this on its own, but I don't like this on its own. It's too matte for my skin. And even then I'm like a little bit oily, so if you have really oily skin you might enjoy this, but for me it's too much. But together beautiful. But this just isn't the right shade for me. Like, it looks a little bit off, so I need to find a different shade. But at the minute, love mixing these together. So concealers, I love the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. So this is in the shade C1. This is actually my empty one. I've got a different one because they do one now that's like a super size, so it's a bigger tube. I love this concealer. I think it's beautiful. I just love it. Everyone's like, oh, it creases and blah blah, but it doesn't crease on me. Well, it creases a little bit. All concealer creases. Like, I don't care what anybody says. They're like, it doesn't crease. No, it does. The Tarte Shape Tape creases on me as well. No, everything will crease, but it just doesn't crease as bad as other things. So yeah, really love this. Super affordable, and they do really good shade ranges with it. This is the Hourglass Veil Retouching Fluid. So this isn't a concealer as such. It's like a retouching style thing, which I thought it was a concealer. But this on top of concealer is so beautiful. So say like you're really dry on the under eyes and everything you use is just super crap. Put your concealer on and then put a little bit of this on. So I usually just put this like right in this part and then just pat it out on my finger, and it gives the most like luminous sort of skin like texture, glowiness to it. Like, it's so beautiful. It does add a little bit more coverage, but it's not going to cover dark circles. Like, it's going to do nothing like that. Like, I have the worst dark circles, so I should know. But yeah, it just adds this sort of luminosity and brings a bit of life back to your under eyes. Super beautiful. So my favourite setting powder has to be the Hourglass translucent setting powder. So this is the Val translucent setting powder. I think this is beautiful. Yeah, again, Hourglass just nail it on the head every time for me. They always do such good products. Well, actually, the Val primer, I'm not too fond of. It's alright, like, I don't know, it just doesn't do anything for me. But this, I love. I wouldn't say it's like overly matte. So if you're like looking for something that's going to mattify the skin, this won't do it. The one that will do it is the Beauty Bakery translucent powder. They do banana one and a darker one as well. That's really matte, but it looks flawless on the skin. So if you're looking for something that's matte, try that, but not this. This isn't going to mattify, but it's just going to set and make the skin just look like a Val. Like, it's just so beautiful how it looks on the skin. I really, really love this. I also tried the Cover FX powder the other day. Like, my cousin got a little tester. She was like, don't like it, try it out. And I loved it. Like, I just think it looks so beautiful on the skin, but obviously I've only used it once, so I can't be like, oh my god, yes, it's the best like powder in the world. But it was good. Right. So we got like bronzers and contours and stuff. So I love the Rimmel Instant Duo Contour Stick. Pretty sure I mentioned it in my last year's. This is beautiful. I love it with my whole entire life. So you get a contour side and then you get a highlight side. And the highlight side is so beautiful. Like, so beautiful. Like, it is just this dewiness. There's no glitter. There's not, it's shiny, but it's not, wow, that's blinding. It's just like this dewy wetness. It is so beautiful. And everyone raves about the Kim Kardashian one, but no one ever talks about this. And to me, this is 10 times better than the Kim Kardashian one. Like, the Kim Kardashian highlighter thing is just a load of crap. The contour side was pretty nice, but I'd rather pay £7 for this than pay like £50 for that whole thing. So yeah, love this. Every time I do makeup, I always bring this out. I think it's so beautiful. Absolutely love this. So for contour, I love the Wet n Wild contouring palette. So it's like this big ass pan that looks like this. So this is in the shade Doce Lee. I'm not too sure about the banana side, but the contour side I love. It's just the right shade, it's the right pigmentation. It's so beautiful, super affordable. You can get this on Boots and Beauty Bay now. So yeah, I'm super excited that Wet n Wild did come to the UK, and I love this. I just think it's so good. Next thing's from Hourglass as well. Honestly, Hourglass to me, knock it on the head every time. So this is the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette. So it just looks like so. So you get a highlighter side, 2 blushes, a bronzer, and then 2 of the Ambient Lightning powders. I love all of the shades in here. I think it's so beautiful. The highlight's beautiful. The blushes and the bronzer are like shimmery. Not shimmery as such, but I like got a glowiness to them. So if you're not into that and you prefer something matte, then I would probably not recommend this palette. Just because you're not going to use 3 of the shades out of it. Like, if you wanted a highlighter, go and buy a highlighter, or go and buy an Ambient Lightning powder. But I just love this palette. I think it's so beautiful. Worth the price tag. Yeah, absolutely love this. I think it's limited edition, but I've seen a bunch of them floating around still in the UK, but obviously in the US I'm not too sure. But yeah, I love that palette. And I've also been loving the cream palette as well. I can't remember what it's called. Sheer something luminous glow, something like that. I think, I can't remember, but I've only used it a couple of times. But it's nice, but I haven't put it in my favourites. So next up is a blusher. So this is the Benefit Cheekbone palette. You can pick all of these shades up, but this palette was limited edition. So basically, the one shade that I love the most is Rocature. It's my favourite blush of all time. I think it's so beautiful. I think it was my favourite last year as well. I love these blushes, but Rocature, always going to this palette for this. And Hoola and Dallas is good bronzers, but the thing is with me, like, I don't have many bronzers, so I always typically use the same ones over and over and over again. Just because to me, bronzer's bronzer. It all looks the same really, whereas eyeshadows I can just go wild with. And then the last product for bronzers I have is the Kevyn Aucoin, what is this? The Celeste Bronzing Veil in Tropical Night. So, when you pop it open, which just looks like so. So it has this sort of radiant effect. I think this is so beautiful. Use this with a light hand though, especially for fair skin, especially if you're going to dip brown into this shade. So I sort of take a lot more from here and then I dip into a little bit of this. But obviously if you're a lot fairer than me, then I'd probably stick into this part. But it's so beautiful, looks great on the skin. Absolutely love this. I love the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I think I loved this last year as well. Great blush, so affordable. You just can't go wrong with this blusher. I just feel like it just looks good on everyone. Such a good blusher. Yeah, looks beautiful on the skin. I love this. Highlighters. So for liquid or stick, I have the Hourglass Champagne Flash. No surprise, Hourglass is one of my favourites this year. This looks so beautiful. It's just like this nice dewiness to it. I love liquid highlighters, but this year I haven't been using them as much. It's either I use this or I use the Rimmel stick because I just find them to be so beautiful. So yeah, that's so beautiful. Love these. I have another one as well, which is like Rose Gold Flash, which is so beautiful as well. They're just, Hourglass just do it for me. I think I've said that about 3 times in this video, but they do. I love them so much. So I have the I Heart Makeup Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter in Goddess of Faith. This is beautiful. I think this was in my favourites last year as well. It still amazes me how good this is, and I'm pretty sure it's like £6 or something like this. It's super affordable. They really fucking nailed it on the head with this one. It is stunning, like beyond beautiful. It's not too blinding, but it's not too dull. So it's like that in between, but it's just so good. I need to try other ones from the brand because they've got a bunch of different ones now. And yeah, I love this, so good. So the next highlighter is from Desi Colours. So this is the I Love Serahi highlighter in Soulmate. Oh, this is so beautiful. My boyfriend, I was like to my boyfriend, give this a swatch, and he dug his big old finger in it, and I was like, thanks for that. This is so beautiful, like so beautiful. I was gonna mention the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop because that's stunning, but then I was really thinking to myself, I love it, but if I had to pick between that and this, I'd pick this hands like any day of the week. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love this. I've never actually watched her channel or anything. I've seen her around. She's super talented. Love this highlighter. Stunning. Mwah. Another highlighter that I love is the Ofra highlighter in Pillow Talk, which I don't have on hand with me. It's in the other room and I'm just too lazy. I can't be bothered to go and get it. But I love that. I think it's so beautiful. And also what I don't have with me is the Pixie Glow Mist and the Decay All Night Setting Spray. Not much I can say about them. They're fantastic. The Glow Mist, if you have oily skin, I think it's just right. It's not overly glowy. Like the iconic one that I have is like the Prep Set Glow Spray is dewy. Like you'll be glowing from a mile away. But for me, I have like a little bit of oily skin. Sometimes it can be too much. So if you're still like oily but you still want a bit of glow, then go with the Pixie Glow Mist. But if you're oily, I'd go for the iconic one. Both so beautiful. But I've used the Pixie Glow Mist one more. I think it's stunning. Love the Decay All Night Setting Spray, especially the pollution protection one. Can't go wrong with Decay. So moving on to lips. So first product is the Ofra liquid lipstick. So this is in Sao Paulo. I just picked up this shade just to show you. But I love Ofra liquid lipsticks. Ofra just, yep, beautiful. Like I think I have, how many do I have? I think I have about 6 of these. And I think they're so beautiful. Obviously I have the older packaging, but yeah, so beautiful. They smell delicious as well. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of liquid lipsticks either, but if I had to pick one, like I'd always wear these. So beautiful. Absolutely love Ofra liquid lipsticks. Next up is the Lime Crime plushies. So these are like a velvet liquid lip kind of thing. So they do last a long time, but they're not as drying as a liquid lip. And what you do is you apply it, you wait, and then like you push your finger on it to plush. I don't quite know why you do it, but whatever they've done to make you do it, oh, it's so beautiful. I love these. This is the shade Milk Tea. I have 3 other shades. I think they're so beautiful. Absolutely love these. If I had to pick between these and Ofra, I just couldn't. I'd go and buy both because they're so beautiful. Like, and they're different formulas as well, different colours and things like that, but I absolutely love these. And I think the packaging is so cute, with a little teddy on it. I love it. So next up we have the Decay, I think this is a sheer shimmer, yeah, sheer shimmer liquid lipstick. What's wrong with me today? A sheer shimmer lipstick. There we go. So this is in the shade Ex-Girlfriend, and this is basically my go-to lip colour. So if I'm like, oh, I don't know what to wear, and I look in my lip drawer and I have so much going on, I always pick this up. I think it's such a beautiful colour. It looks good on the lips. It's like your lips but better. Oh, I just absolutely love this. And I think I got it in a tester. Like, what did I order? I ordered something from Decay. Oh, it's the Gwen Stefani palette. This is long ago. And they had little testers, and I was like, I'm not going to test it out because I'll end up buying it. And they had Ex-Girlfriend, and I was like, I tried it on because I can't resist, and I was like, oh, I must have it. And I only recently got it this year, I believe, and it's so beautiful, so worth it. I need the lip liner that matches it. The lip liners are also really, really good from Decay. So I have the Peaches and Cream lip gloss. So this is just clear, such a beautiful lip gloss, and it smells divine. Like, it's not vanilla scented, it's like tutti fruity, which I really like, because obviously vanilla can be a bit like, oh, this smells like vanilla, it's nice, but when you smell this you're like, oh, it's tutti fruity, like that's kind of different. Really good clear gloss. This is literally just throw on any like colour you want, and I like the fact that it's a squeezy tube and not like a stick, because obviously you put the stick in, take it out, put your lip gloss on, put it back in, and you've got all of the gunk that you've put on your lips from, like, say, a lipstick, and then you've got it back in the tube, and that annoys me. So I like the fact that it's a squeezy tube, and they're super affordable as well. I think this was like £6 or something. It's great. And last but not least, the Fenty Beauty, what's this? Fenty, it's a gloss bomb, that's it, in Fenty Glow. I freaking love this. Even this, it's got like a fruity scent. I can't, if someone knows what the scent of this is, please tell me, because I can't put my finger on it. I know what it is, but my brain just can't register. And honestly, like, I could smell it all day. This, I don't really keep makeup in my bag. Like, say, like, if I'm using a lipstick, I put it in my bag and then I put it back in my drawer later. But this always travels with me. I love this lip gloss. It makes your lips look juicy, full, everything. Rihanna killed it with this lip gloss, and I can't wait to try her other ones. I need to pick them up, along with a bunch of nude lipsticks she's got coming out, concealer she's got coming out, 50 shades. Rihanna, you really are just killing it, and I can't wait to try that. But yeah, I need to save up and get some Fenty stuff, some more Fenty stuff. But I love the lip gloss, so beautiful. Okay, so that's all my 2018 favourites. I might do like a hair, bath, body kind of one as well, skincare, all of that stuff, because there's some stuff I've been loving, maybe some perfumes, things like that. Yeah, so I might do that as well, because I feel like obviously you want to see other parts as well, not just the makeup. What I always do, I like those kind of ones where they're like, oh, hair, skin, fragrance, whatever. So I will do that as well, probably. And what I might also do is I might also do like full face using my 2018 favourites, but obviously I can't apply like 6 lip colours, so I'll just pick one and move on. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, what am I supposed to say about the new year? Have a good 2019. Hope 2018 was good. If it wasn't, new year, who cares about it anymore? So yeah, that's the end of the video. Bye.